What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. We're on the single-player Let's Play series world. How's everybody doing today? I'm having a really good day. I hope you're having a good day. We're here at the Gold Farm, episode 22 of our Let's Play series. If you're wondering where the first 21 episodes are, I'll leave links all over the place, maybe a card up in the corner or something like that. My channel update that explains where the heck all of those are and what happened to them and why my channel is starting on episode 22 now. So yeah, check that out if you're interested, if you want to go back and see how I came up with this idea, all the other stuff I got in my world. Anyway, well, I guess I'll mention it real quick. It was a big deal. I got my other channel got suspended because of a glitch. So yeah, big deal. I'm sure to update you guys all. I might be able to get it back. Still not sure. So follow me on Twitter and stuff if you want updates about that. But anyway, getting on with it. You can see what I've been doing. I've been super busy over the last week because I haven't been able to make videos and stuff. So I decided to just finish this, basically. I decided to just get this to be pretty much done, which I think it is. So let's take a step back before I start explaining everything, because oh boy, this is going to be a long-winded explanation. This is a huge thing. Oh yeah. So count them up. I got 48 full-size portals. I'm pretty sure it's full-size. 20 by 20, I think it's the max. Got 48 of them in a big group. Let's hop out right now. And all of the guys are collected at the bottom. They fall off because of the trapdoors. They land in the water. They're all funneled into one block elevator. They go up 24 blocks above above this block and then die. And because of the way that this has been designed, it's totally an oversight. Well, maybe not oversight is the right word, but I was not planning on having experience from this farm, but for some reason, I started off the aggro loop, and it hasn't gone away for the entire week, one time. So it's like a permanent AFK XP farm, just on accident. It's amazing. Yeah, but anyway. I did a bunch of work trying to figure out all the little technical details about how this works, and I think I did a really good job. I figured it all out. It's super simple, really simple to explain too, so let me show you all of that. Maybe I'll show you the collection towards the end. But so down here, ooh, perfect timing, see the baby. Okay, so watch these guys. These guys are going right. The baby should go straight down. It'll make sense in a moment. Just try and see if you can spot. Let's watch this baby fall down. Oh, he went to the right. Okay, well that didn't work that time. But luckily, I have two separation systems that I designed to get the babies out. So I'm pretty sure that should work. If not that time, it would work the next time. So, and yeah, I've made a little model over here of what's going on, because I don't even want to try and break this open and go in there and show you. I will show you, though, from the outside, that I removed the signs that were down here, if you saw that episode, and I changed it to be where the water just goes down one block every time instead, so that way, the babies go into here and stuff. Should be pretty obvious, but I figured I'd explain that, and I just mirrored it over here. It took a little bit of time. I know I had this idea of making a cool island, but kind of scrapped that, and I just made this big box for this to sit in. So use sponges and stuff. It was a big long thing. I figured I'd just skip over it. Kind of boring. But anyway, what's happening down there at the bottom, if you're interested in separating babies out, excuse me, this it would actually work very well for a zombie spawner too. So anyway, what you got going on here, you've got a water stream, and it goes around a corner like so. So if you're a mob in the water, you're going to be trying to get out of the water. The mobs are all programmed, creepers, skeletons, zombies, everybody's programmed to try and get out of the water. So they're going to be holding the X button like that. So when they go by that corner, they're just going to float right above the hole that we have down here. But if you're a baby zombie, then your head's not going to be in this block. It's going to be in the air block, and you're just going to fall. So short of being pushed by other mobs, you're going to fall in there every time if you're a baby zombie. That's why I've got two of these, is to just increase the chances of that happening. So yeah, that's how those guys are getting separated. They're all piling up, and sometimes it takes a long time for them to get in there, but I mean, as you can see, it doesn't stop more from spawning, so I think we're pretty much good. Let's see if this guy gets separated. See if we can catch it. But they're all moving to the right, and then he should just fall straight down. It should be obvious. Maybe not. Yeah, because sometimes they do miss this hole, but then what I've noticed is they usually get the second one. The second one usually catches them. Oh yeah, I don't know if you can see that notification. I just got a really happy notification on my screen. Oh boy, exciting. Talk for another time. Anyway, oh my gosh, my stomach's trying to talk to you too. So we got this sorting system up here. Oh my god, the XP is crazy. Look at this. On 141 too, keep that in mind. Takes a while. Build that up. Oh my gosh. So we got a hopper here. Hopper train string that goes down into a couple really simple little item filters. So let's pop this open. I know I've probably shown you guys this before. You've all seen it, but item filter, and we got ingots, nuggets. Oh man, sorry. My voice is doing crazy stuff today. So anyway, all the rest of this stuff just goes into there. So we're getting rid of all the junk, keeping all the gold. Oh baby, yeah, it's definitely working really well. I think the rates are about, it's like a stack of nuggets per hour, not including whatever ingots you get randomly too. I didn't count that, but it's at least a stack of nuggets. Not an hour. Every 5 minutes, you get one of these stacks. That's about how fast this is. That's the right number. Is every 5 minutes you get about one of these. And then maybe, if you're lucky, like a few of these as well. Which is incredible. It's so incredible. So I've gotten all these blocks, all these nuggets, ingots. I made myself a stack of golden carrots. I've also got an entire stack of gold blocks in my ender chest from this farm too. I only had one of these to start with. So that's all in just building this and AFKing for like a few hours total, I think. Like, maybe not like a few, maybe like 5 or 6 hours or something like that total. Oh my gosh, it's just super good. So anyway, some of the more technical parts of this should probably explain, because man, they were pretty confusing for me to figure this out. But I eventually did. So the reason we have this portal that's like way over here is because I was having problems with the portal that was down on the island. They were just combining, and it was just super frustrating. So I had to move it back really far. So I just kind of went overboard and I moved it back really, really far. Partially because I'm pretty sure that it makes everybody despawn over there. We're so far away. Maybe not, actually. I don't think we're that far away. But it does give you a really cool view of the farm. I tell you what, it is hard to take a break from making videos. I'm having a hard time talking. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that I'm cool with it giving you a cool view because it's so far away. So I'd move it closer, but it looks cool. Anyway, let's go back through here. Let's see what I got going on the other side. So this is what caused me the most issues with this farm, right? Like, I used to have the portal over here, so I had to switch it to over there and use this portal on the side as like the farm portal, the one that all of the big portals are connected to. So every once in a while, because the portals are stacked on top of each other, guys will actually fall down onto the first portal, walk around for a little bit, and then go through one of the portals into the nether. And so if there was just one portal in here, then there would be like 50 dudes in here after I AFK for a long time, which would all be aggro at me. So it'd pretty much instant death every time you came back into the nether. To counteract that, I've separated the portals. I've made this portal, there we go, able to where when guys spawn here on this block, when you come through the nether, they all get pushed over into that room. Right? So there's a few guys in here. So this collects gold on the other side of the nether too, or in the nether too, and so I got this little crushing mechanism. It just crushes the guys, collects all the gold, and makes sure that when I come in here, like, we're not in the same room. Pretty simple. There it is. And you can still collect XP, of course. So that's how that works. That's how I figured it out. And I do plan on making a tutorial. Like, I really, really want to make a tutorial for this thing, because it just works so dang well. But I'm kind of hesitant because, geez, hit the frickin' button. Kind of hesitant because I still don't know how it all works. I just accidentally made it, and pretty much, and I don't understand the mechanics that are going on here. The best I can guess is that there's just so many guys in this farm at any one time. Like, there's guys up here, there's guys down there, there's guys in this elevator. There's just always a pigman around to be aggro at you, I think, is the way it works. I mean, I really don't know. It could have something to do with how There's guys in the Nether being built up too that are angry. Anyway, my point is I'm still not sure how this works. I just know it does, and it works like incredibly well. So, see, it only took a few seconds of us being over here, and now the steady stream has started. It's pretty much constant. Like, there's constantly a guy. It's like every 1 or 2 seconds a guy falls down when it's running at full speed. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. Man, stack of nuggets every 5 minutes, so pretty cool. So I'll stop rambling about this. I think the one last thing I needed to mention was why we AFK in the center of the farm, because that was something that was confusing me for a while. But I did a bunch of testing, and I found out that you've got to be within 30 blocks of every one of these portals. I'm not sure if that means like the whole portal, or just part of the portal, or like just one of the blocks of the portal frame. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure, like, exactly how that works, but I do know that they need to be within 30 blocks, so we can count this out. 12 times 2 is 24, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So at the most, these portals are 29 blocks away from the center point of right here. So as long as we're in the center, we should be within range of all of these guys. So that's just another little bit of, how it works and the functionality and all of that. So yeah, that's the super overpowered gold farm. Like I said, I still haven't really figured out the mechanics entirely, but once I do, plan on getting a tutorial. It's going to be a really good tutorial because it's going to be super simple and, like I said, extremely overpowered. But anyway, I'm going to move on. There's a few more things I wanted to show you, but let me know what you thought about this. I'm super proud of it. Oh, BRB. Whoa. Okay, so last episode, we tore out a giant hole in our base to add some stuff, and it looked terrible, so I see if I am able to figure out something to do with it. Man, so I've been doing a little bit of work. Got some wooden structure, I've got some grass, got stone and stuff, so it's all like, well, not all of it, but it's getting there. It's looking a lot better. It's looking kind of natural and stuff. Let's take a look back. This is where things start to get a little, let's go this way. It's where things start to get a little bit like not as good looking as when you kind of take a step back. I did not get my proportions right. There's too many flat lines, so it just looks like a big rectangle. I'm just not liking that. So we're gonna have to do something. I'm thinking about, oh man, like the dirt would not be there in real life. It would have fallen down. So we're gonna try to figure that out. God, that looks so cool over there when you're like looking at it like this. Oh man, I love this world. I get so stoked when I'm doing stuff on here. So yeah, so I'm gonna try to figure out something to do here. Probably gonna do it on camera. I'm probably gonna talk about it a little bit as I'm trying to do it. So let's get some stuff. I think I just need a bunch of dirt. Yeah, I think I kind of got my heart set on that dirt idea. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I've got a bunch of plant life and all of that stuff. Another thing, you're probably wondering what these are about. This is something that I got from one of the most amazing YouTubers, Iscal85 from the Hermitcraft server. Man, you guys don't check him out. You really gotta check him out. He's one of the best builders of this particular style too. Is really where I get my inspiration from. Is from him and how he does it. Anyway, I think I'm gonna try and figure out a little bit like a dirt slide, a landslide. You know what I mean? Like, I can't figure out if I want to do the front first, or like inside or outside first. I think I'm gonna go for inside first. Yeah, because I think the inside is gonna be a little bit more important to me about how that looks. The outside we can mess with a lot, but this inside area is gonna be kind of tricky to try and get it to look right. So, start out with a nice curve. I guess we could just, yeah, let's do this. Yeah. Let's try that out. You have to connect it. Okay, so one of the things I do when I build big shapes like this is I try and make a contour, right? It's like an art class. You make a contour and then you fill it in. So where's my contour line? What do I want the slope to look like from a contour perspective? You know what I'm saying? So from the side, like how slopey do you want it? Now it's looking pretty slopey, but not too slopey. What do you think? Okay, I'm starting to mess it up here, I can tell. So we need to vary the height of these See how it's 2 and then it's 2, they're the same. That's not good. Yeah, let's vary this up even more. How about that? A little bit of coarse dirt. Just for variety. So here's the question. Do I want it to be like hanging? Like, cause, okay, so let's think about it realistically again. So if this was actually grass that was hanging over, the roots and stuff would be keeping the grass together. So it would allow it to do things like that. It would be hanging, right? Because the roots would be in there holding it all in place. So we could even get away with something like that where it's like torn, like it fell down and it tore it. So there's like this big ribbon of grass like hanging down. You know what I mean? Like not the grass, but like the, like the sod, like the chunk of grass underneath, the dirt underneath the grass. Well that sure did add a lot. Definitely did add a lot. Let's keep tweaking it. Let's keep messing with it. One of the things about this game, I'm sure I've mentioned it before. I'm sure you've heard it mentioned, but like if you want to get something done right now, go play a different game. You know what I mean? Like this is the game for time, for long amounts of like thinking and grinding away. And that's one of my first episodes I talked about how it's kind of meditative, and I really stand behind that. I think that this game is very man, maybe it's not the right word. Maybe I should be using a different word other than meditate, because that kind of has its own associations, might not be right for a video game, but I think you know what I mean when I use that word. So that's why I'm going to keep using it. I'm going to keep saying it just because you know what I mean when I say it, right? And so, man, I think that it's so important to work on something and just give it time. Like it's taken me so long to figure out what I'm going to do with this, and I finally figured it out. But that's talk for another time. But this has kind of helped me open my eyes to what the rest of this needs to be. So I don't know where my point was really there, but I guess it's just like if something doesn't look right to you, just keep tweaking it, man. Like there's no hurry. There's no time limit. Who do you got to impress other than yourself? You know what I mean? Just take your time. Work on it for over and over again, and then if it's really frustrating, like take a break, dude. Like take a break. Go outside, do something in real life, like think about it for a little while, and then I guarantee you the next time you come back to it, it's going to make 10% more sense to you. Yeah, that's kind of my point, I guess. That little rant there. Okay. Well, that looks pretty cool. I think we should move on. Take a break, like I was saying. So that's awesome. That totally just... So I don't know if you can tell. There's like this thing called like the golden rule. You know what I mean? Like phi, the golden... fundamental, whatever you want to call it, the spiral, golden spiral, and this is not adhering to that. This is not appropriate for the right proportions. There's this oddly wide section here that I'm not liking at all, and I want to change it, but I can't really change it without putting in more pillars, and I think that would crowd the room. So we're going to try and make it work. One of the ways I'm making it work is by covering it up from the outside with this dirt, which I think, man, that just really solved the problem, didn't it? Like you can't even really tell. I think that I'm going to have to do something over here. Yeah, maybe some randomized blocks, or maybe even, all I have is dark. Yeah, let's switch one of these out, even though I really like the placement of that. I think I'm going to put it up here. Yeah, perfect. So that's why it's a perfect explanation as to why I'm putting these blocks in here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, half of you are probably like, wow, and the other half you're like, what the hell are you even talking about right now? It's like an artist thing. It's like a thing that you get from drawing or something. I don't really even know how to explain it, but you can just feel proportion. Like you can just feel when a line is too long, or like compared to the other ones, and that's what I'm getting here. It's just not working. So we're just gonna break it up. We're gonna put some of these in here because it's pretty similar texture. I think it jives pretty well, or color, like the shade. So yeah, it's just kind of like a little, what would you call it? Like what is the word where it highlights something, like a highlight block? You know what I mean, like a trim block, whatever you want to call it. Oh man, I think that works pretty well. So, this is the part where it all comes together usually. There are some lines in here. Let them do their magic over time. Don't have very many at the moment. And then obviously the leaf blocks are where it really gets detailed, so let's try and hold off on placing all of them until like the kind of the end. Got more than this. Just thinking about how I want to do it all, not rushing myself. Oh yeah. Put some stuff over here. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. I just got an idea. What if, can you flower pot these? Oh, you sure can. Oh, that's interesting. I'm just trying to think, this totally looks like like roots. Oh, I wish you could do this like upside down somehow, you know, like coming out of the ceiling. Maybe we could just put it wherever there's like 1 block space. That way it kind of looks like it's still kind of attached. I don't think that would really be something that you could tell by just looking at it. I think that would have to be more imagination place. Okay. Let's keep putting in plants and stuff and flowers. Oh man, this is where things start to really pop. I love it. So the first thing we're gonna have to do, I think, I'm looking at this and it's not making any sense to me because first of all we have torches in here, which is gonna wreck our feel. I'll do that later. I'll put lighting in a little bit. I think what we're gonna do to start off with is we're gonna bone meal everything. Yeah, this seems like a good idea. Then we're gonna cut out a little space for the path. I haven't decided if I want to keep this like real lush or if I want to put like a path blocks down the center. So let's try that out just to kind of get a feeling of what it's going to look like when there's random path blocks. Oh yeah. I just had the craziest itch. Do you ever get an itch on the inside of your freaking ear? Oh my god. That's the worst. That's the worst. Oh, talk about meditating. I'm meditating not to not itch right now. Okay, it's gone. That was crazy. Yeah, man, look at how much that did for the whole area. Like, it just totally made it come to life. How crazy. Let's put in some of these bad boys. And like always, we want to try and get them on the coarse dirt blocks as well. Almost mostly on the coarse dirt blocks because it stands out really nice. Also want to do just a couple pieces of grass here and there on those as well, so it doesn't look like they're just totally barren. And I really like to do these tall plants in corners and in weird spaces like that where you can see like the side of the block. What about a rose over here? I was trying to figure out where I was going to put that. Ooh, I don't like how it's next to this one, so we're going to have to choose. And I think the rose is going to win that situation. Oh, and we need some leaves here for sure. I'm going to have to get some more leaves. But that was just calling for it. That area was just calling for some leaf blocks. Oh, yeah. Wow, that was a huge difference. I love what leaves can do to an area. Oh, and I'm getting carried away like always when I'm doing these. I place so many of those down whenever I do that. Okay, let's keep working on these firms. The firms. Starting to look really good. Oh yeah. Over here as well. Place some of these down. And so, okay, so another thing I can explain too, which I was thinking about the other day, there's like 2 different methods of block placement that I use. Like there's one where I'm coming in here and I'm looking at every little block. I'm like, okay, like let's break this down, like, you know, into like I look at like this area of like a 3x3 grid, and I'm like, there is, you know, 4 pieces of dirt, there is 4 pieces of grass, there is an even amount of grass and dirt, there is 1 grass here, you know, and I'm like going through all the little tiny motions, like trying to figure out the exact little space that everything's going to go in, like, which is what I did just now with placing everything. And so then afterwards, what I like to do is just swing left and right like this while I'm looking, so I can't even see what I'm doing. Like literally can't even see because it's blurry. It's like hurting my eyes. And just randomly click the place the block button, and that will give it another level of detail that you just wouldn't have been able to get. Like you won't even really notice it most of the time, but like I'm telling you, that little bit of randomization is going to make it go from like, sometimes it'll make it go from like, you know, a perfect neat golf course to like an overgrown dirty area, you know. Ooh, potato. I don't know, I just think that's a really cool trick. So already you can just see that this place has transformed immensely in the last couple minutes. Yeah, I'm liking this path block, I think. Let's just finish this path block up. Okay, so as you might have guessed, maybe, last step was surely some lighting, which was not horrible torches. And what I like to do, usually when I'm doing this kind of stuff, is I like to use leaf blocks with a pumpkin that's like down into the ground by one. And then every once in a while, I'll put like a leaf on top of it, one down, you know, to the side, stuff like that, so it doesn't look so artificial. It kind of looks like there could actually be leaf blocks in the ground. Oops, that was not where I wanted it. So that's kind of the idea there, is like, you know, you don't want to just have one leaf by itself. You want to kind of like put leaves around it, so you can't really, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't stand out when it's alone like that. Or it stands out when it's alone. It doesn't stand out when there's more next to it. You know what I mean. So I think that works out pretty well. Oh, as always, I'm loving the leaf blocks. I don't know why I'm decorating over here. I'm going to have to patch that up anyway. Yeah, but that sure did add a lot. Getting rid of those torches. I really like the path block. I'm glad I'm sticking with that. I think I'm going to... I just really love the path block. I just think it's one of the best things we got in the game. Oh my gosh, so nice. So anyway, guys, I figured I'd put some podzol in here too. Just why not? Could squeeze it in here and there. Anyway, I think that's gonna have to do it for today. Let me know what you thought about all the things we got up to in the episode today. Crazy overpowered XP farm of gold. This nice little extension to the base. I feel like we had a pretty productive day. I had a really good time. Hope you guys did too. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, link, book me on Twitgram, book page. Links in the down there. Thank you guys so much for watching, as always. Very much appreciated. I love sharing my time with y'all. So see you in the next video. Till next time, everybody. Hope you have a really good day. Bye-bye.